Hello, hello, hi, geekpreneur. What's going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Zimi, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that's you, drop the word me in the comments. I won't get back with you after this live. I'll get back with you tomorrow. It's pretty late. It's 2:07 in the morning, and we are going to go live. We are live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, later X, LinkedIn, Threads, everywhere. We're just live. And I am going to make this quick so I can get to dive into bed, you know. Um, so, patience is a big thing, isn't it? Like having patience and then practicing patience, two pretty big things. I'll give you an example. A few guys go to a really fine restaurant, and the waitress comes up, takes their order, and says, "I'll be back with everyone's order." Well, she leaves and brings back the hors d'oeuvres and the drinks. And when she comes back with the main course for everybody, she doesn't have the main, or she doesn't have the food for one of the guys. So everybody gets their food except this one guy. And it's almost like the other guys are almost done with their food. And people after this guy had come in and they got served their food, but this guy's still waiting. So the waitress comes over and he says, "Hey, what's going on with my food?" And she says, "You know what? I'm going to find out. I'm going to go to the chef and I'll find out." So she goes to the chef, and in a few minutes after, the chef comes out with his dish, and the manager comes out, the waitress comes out, and they all apologize for the delay. However, the chef turns around and says, "Hey, listen, this food, this dish that you ordered, this is on top of our list. This is like the primo. This is the best of the best, and it's very elegant and a very classy dish. So it does take extra time to prepare it." Well, when the dish comes out and it's set on the table, everybody is just like, "Oh my God, that looks amazing." And it just smells so good. So people are taking out their phones and they're taking, pictures and whatnot. And this guy starts to eat his food and he's just enjoying it. And he says, "You know what? It was worth the wait." Sometimes the wait is not worth it, right? Sometimes it's not worth it. But other times, the wait is very well worth it. In fact, the longer the wait, the more special the gift. And sometimes we feel like, where is my gift? Where is my thing? And why is God so late? Have you ever felt that? I know I have. What I've realized is that God is never late. We are just in a rush, in a hurry. And so sometimes I have learned that God lets some people go ahead of you, even get their meal before you, only to let them see the grand entrance you're going to make. And I think that is a wonderful thought to wrap your arms around. That's important. It's important to recognize that God is not late. We're in a rush. Sometimes He lets others go ahead of us because then they're going to witness your grand entrance. So with that, Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And yeah, if you feel like you got somebody who needs to hear this, share it with them. Tag it. Tag this. Tag them to this. And with that, I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that's you, drop the word me in the comments, and I'll get back with you tomorrow. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.